Hey, welcome back to Shubcode. Today's tip is about Salesforce. Mentor, the days of grabbing one basic certification and walking into a six-figure remote role are officially over. The market in 2026 is rewarding deep enterprise architecture, data cloud, and business acumen while commoditizing generic configuration. Learner, I feel like I've hit a ceiling at $85,000 despite having 4 certifications. How do I actually break into the top compensation tier without waiting another 5 years? Narrator, in this masterclass, we break down the definitive 2026 Salesforce salary data, reveal the exact technical skills driving top bracket compensation, and outline a concrete 6-month roadmap to double your market value. Let's jump straight into it. The Salesforce ecosystem is no longer the automatic 6-figure gold rush it was 5 years ago. In 2026, we are seeing a massive divergence where average administrators are fighting over $75,000 roles, while architects and data cloud specialists effortlessly negotiate over $220,000. Companies have eliminated fluff budgets and are strictly paying for business impact and enterprise architecture expertise. If your resume still just lists basic configuration and trailhead badges, you are falling into the low bracket trap. Today, we are breaking down the exact salary data, tier breakdowns, and the exact skills that dictate your market value. For years, bootcamps sold the illusion that a single administrator certification would land an entry-level professional a $90,000 remote job. Today, with offshore delivery hubs, AI-assisted tooling, and oversaturated candidate pools, basic point-and-click tasks command less market leverage than ever. Organizations are no longer hiring admins to merely reset passwords, build standard reports, or create basic custom objects. Hiring managers now expect entry-to-mid professionals to understand business process automation, API integrations, and declarative governance frameworks right out of the gate. If you fail to demonstrate direct business ROI, your salary will stay capped below industry medians. Let's look at the concrete 2026 market numbers across the 3 dominant tiers of the Salesforce ecosystem. Tier 1 represents generalist admins and junior developers, where base salaries fluctuate between $75,000 and $105,000 annually. Tier 2 covers senior developers, business analysts, and solution architects, averaging $130,000 to $175,000. Finally, Tier 3 consists of enterprise technical architects, integration leads, and data cloud engineers pulling between $180,000 and $260,000 plus equity. Moving between these tiers is not about years of experience, but rather architectural ownership. If you want to break past the $180,000 ceiling, you must transition from a task executor to an enterprise technical decision maker. Lead developers and architects do not just write Apex triggers or assemble Lightning Web components, they design resilient integration pipelines, manage concurrency, and prevent technical debt. When enterprise customers face million-dollar platform outages or governor limit roadblocks, they pay top dollar for engineers who understand enterprise design patterns and identity architecture. Master OAuth security, asynchronous bulk pipelines, and enterprise data models, and recruiters will consistently compete for your services. The fastest catalyst for a 30 to 40% pay hike in 2026 is positioning yourself at the intersection of data cloud, and autonomous agent orchestration. Enterprise companies are desperately looking for talent capable of connecting transactional CRM objects to real-time lakehouses like Snowflake through zero-copy architecture. When you can build custom Agentforce actions, configure hybrid vector search, and structure unified customer profiles, you eliminate competition from the generalist talent pool. A standard senior developer making $140,000 can instantly pivot into a $195,000 package with proven data cloud and autonomous agent delivery experience. Deciding whether to work in-house at an end-user enterprise versus joining a global systems integrator dramatically influences your compensation trajectory and lifestyle. In-house enterprise roles typically provide superior work-life balance, steady base salaries, predictable bonuses, and valuable equity packages like RSUs. Conversely, Tier 1 consulting firms offer accelerated career progression, aggressive billable bonus structures, and exposure to complex multi-cloud deployments, though they demand higher travel and intense delivery tempos. To maximize lifetime earnings, elite professionals often spend 3 to 5 years in consulting to sharpen technical versatility before exiting to an enterprise architect role with stock compensation. Over 90% of Salesforce candidate resumes land straight in the recruiter trash bin because they list responsibilities rather than quantifiable financial outcomes. Writing that you created validation rules and managed user permissions makes you look like a commodity support technician. Instead, you must state that you reduced customer onboarding latency by 40% or saved 200 engineering hours per quarter through automated flow orchestration. Furthermore, stuffing your resume with 15 unrelated certifications without deep architectural project proof signals paper certification rather than production mastery. Frame every bullet point around enterprise risk reduction, cost savings, and business revenue growth. To jump an entire compensation bracket within the next 6 months, you need an aggressive, structured upskilling roadmap. Start by auditing your current skill set to identify whether your daily work sits in legacy declarative administration or high-value architectural engineering. Dedicate 2 hours daily to building public portfolio projects involving external REST integrations, data cloud ingestion pipelines, and event-driven architectures. Network directly with engineering directors and hiring managers on LinkedIn by publishing technical teardowns rather than generic certification badges. When you present yourself as a business problem solver with verifiable technical depth, commanding top-tier market compensation becomes inevitable. Here's the bottom line. The 2026 market penalizes commodity administration but pays a massive premium for architecture, data cloud, and integrations. Breaking $180,000 requires moving from tactical task completion to enterprise system design, security, and scalability. Data cloud and Agentforce skills offer an immediate 35% plus compensation multiplier across contract and full-time roles. Quantifying business impact and technical depth on your resume separates top 5% earners from the resume discard pile. Check the official Salesforce documentation, link is in the description. If this helped you, smash that like button. Drop your questions in the comments, I read every single one. Subscribe to Shubcode for a new Salesforce tip every day. See you tomorrow.